Nayeon's recent performance in ABCD has taken the internet by storm, and it's all because of a controversial dance move. When you first see it, you might think her crotch-grabbing gesture during the dance break is desperate and vulgar. Even her fellow Twice members were left stunned, questioning if their company approved it. But let's be real here. It's just a 4-second move. Are we seriously going to call her desperate and vulgar over a single hand gesture? The internet has blown this way out of proportion. People are acting like this one move is the end of the world, but isn't it just a part of the performance? Nayeon is a grown woman, nearly 29, and she has every right to express herself how she wants. This move isn't about being vulgar. It's about being bold and confident. It's a powerful statement of owning her sexuality and challenging outdated norms. Some people argue that sexiness is about subtlety and elegance, and anything more explicit crosses into vulgarity. But isn't that a matter of personal preference? What one person sees as crude, another might see as empowering. The move might be shocking to some because Twice usually has a cute concept. But it's time we let idols break out of those constraints. Think about how boy groups perform similar moves without nearly as much backlash. Michael Jackson, for instance, made a career out of such gestures. Why should it be any different for Nayeon? She's merely expressing herself in a way that feels right to her, and there's nothing wrong with that. The backlash Nayeon has faced is not only unfair, but also hypocritical. We need to recognize that sexiness can be portrayed in various ways, and not all of them fit into a neat, graceful box. It's about confidence and feeling good in your skin, whether that means being subtle or being bold. Nayeon doesn't need shock value to get attention. She's already a star. This move is just another way for her to showcase her versatility and strength. Haters are being dramatic, and it's time to call it out. Some people prefer a toned-down approach to sexiness, and that's fine. But the way this topic has been approached feels overly dramatic. Saying fans shouldn't gloss over this or excuse it implies that this behavior is something that needs to be condemned. But sexiness can be portrayed in more bold ways, and many people aren't fazed by it because sexually suggestive content has been part of music and dance for so long. Nayeon's move is tame compared to other performances out there, and it's all about what you can handle. It's time to address the haters directly. The sheer audacity of calling Nayeon desperate and vulgar for a single dance move is beyond ridiculous. These so-called critics are acting like Puritans, clutching their pearls over something that's been a staple in music performances for decades. Are we really going to police every move an artist makes, especially when it's a form of self-expression? Nayeon has put in countless hours of practice to perfect her performance, pushing herself to new limits. Instead of recognizing her hard work and dedication, these haters are quick to tear her down over a moment that lasts mere seconds. This level of scrutiny is not only unfair, but also toxic. It's time we stop tearing down artists for stepping out of their comfort zones and start celebrating their bravery. The double standards are glaringly obvious. When male performers make similar moves, they're praised for their boldness and charisma. But when a female artist like Nayeon does it, she's labeled as desperate and vulgar. This hypocrisy needs to end. It's 2024, and it's high time we stop holding women to a different standard. Nayeon's move in ABCD is empowering, not desperate. It's a declaration that she owns her body and her art. This isn't about shock value. It's about challenging the norms and expressing herself freely. We should be applauding her for having the courage to push boundaries, not condemning her for it. The haters need to take a step back and ask themselves why they're so bothered by a simple dance move. Is it because it challenges their narrow view of what women should be like? Is it because it makes them uncomfortable to see a woman owning her sexuality? Whatever the reason, it's their problem, not Nayeon's. Nayeon's performance in ABCD is a bold, confident expression of her artistry. It's a reminder that sexiness comes in many forms, and it's up to the individual to decide how they want to express it. We should support artists who push the envelope and challenge societal norms. It's their courage that drives progress and change in the industry. So, Is Nayeon's dance move in ABCD desperate and vulgar? Absolutely not. It's a reflection of her growth as an artist and a woman. It's time we stop overanalyzing and start appreciating the courage it takes to challenge the status quo. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.